There needs to be a balance, man. Especially where we're from, man. There needs to be a balance, man. There's too many people getting taken advantage. That's why, for me, it's like, we need to call out all these culture vultures. We need to call out anyone. Black, orange, pink, white, yellow. Anyone that's taking advantage of what's happening in our scene. Anyone that's taking money out of our scene and they're just taking the piss out of the acts, the artists. Bro, like, man needs to call them out, bro. Like, it took me time. I've watched the game. I've listened to that. I've had things happen to me. And in my head, I'm like, bro, like this can't keep on happening. But the reason why people don't speak out and the reason why certain people can't post everything because, bro, it pays the bills, bro. If an artist speaks out about what's going on with them, they're going to be done. Yesterday, I made a video about Wiley. You get me? Was he right to be cancelled? Listen, you don't speak about a religion, but I bet anyone speaks about Muslim, they're not getting cancelled like that, bro. They're not getting cancelled. You get me? People can come online and say something crazy about Islam and they're not getting cancelled, bro. So just kind of pick your battles wisely, but at the same time, you can voice your opinion. You can single people out. Now, I mentioned John Wolf. I don't know the guy. You get me? He's a serious guy. He's a serious guy. You get me? Another culture vulture. Come, take. Now, when the artist is now telling man, this is what's happening, and they're screaming for help, we think that, oh, this person's going mad. And when we don't know how to articulate ourselves, we think, oh, yeah, this is what's happening. I wanted to talk about N-Dubz, you get me? Now, guys, the information that I'm about to share with you is come from a reliable source. When I say a reliable source, i.e. close source. Let's just leave it like that. I'm going to flick the screen, and I'm just going to go into certain areas, certain facts of it, and then speak about it. Why is Dappy gone online? Like, luckily, you know, boom, he done a tweet. He done a tweet online about management and people robbing money for his tours and whatnot. Why has he gone online going crazy about this? But like I said, when you're angry and when your money's gone, obviously, when you react like this, people are just going to say, yeah, aggression. But this is the Mel spoke about this. Now, obviously, you can't, obviously he's threatening to slap, but obviously they're always going to post and share the bad side. No, but the facts of the matter, guys, obviously listen, I'm not great at reading, so let me just kind of go through certain topics, but it's basically saying Dappy has threatened to twist the head off his management, slap his accountant over unpaid money from N-Dubz reunion tour. The rapper 36. It's basically saying, like, he's gone on Instagram, he's gone on Twitter, and there's an outrage, you get me, about what's going on. Now, I'm not gonna play no information, I'm not gonna play no videos, I'm just gonna get into this, you get me? N-Dubz, when did they have their tour? 2023? Around 2023? They had around 30 dates. 30 sold out dates, guys. You get me? Guess who the people that was controlling it? John Wolf, Wiley's old manager. John Wolf and a guy called Gareth. Now, Gareth was Talisa's personal assistant. It was Talisa's personal assistant. So you had John Wolf, you had Gareth. Gareth, the front man, you get me? John Wolf is the serious man, guys, you get me? Remember I said that, you get me? If you ain't seen the Wiley video, go watch the Wiley video. They've had 30 dates. Now, guys, I'm going to talk about some facts. The tour generated around 13 million pounds. 30 dates. They're doing arenas. Around 100,000 people attended N-Dubz reunion tour. Understand that, guys. Now, there's been reports from a close source. They only got paid £800,000. 800,000 pounds. Where's the rest of the 11 mil, guys? Where's the rest of the 11 mil? What's happened? Where's the rest of the 11 mil? what? People saying that the budget got spent into production. Does it cost what? Does it cost 11 mil to put on production? Them 30 dates probably cost around 1.52 mil. Probably. Where's the 11 mil, guys? And this is what I mean, guys, that if we don't know the business side of music, and the wickedest thing is the close source is saying, before all this happened, he said, don't pick John Wolf, bro. Don't go with my man. Look what happened to Wiley. Look what happened to Wiley. But obviously, when you have that serious guy, when you look at the vision, you start thinking Ed Sheeran, boom, tours were back, boom, boom, boom. They just went with him. But what happened? They generated 12 million. I'm not saying that the acts should have made 12 million, but they should at least made a mil each. At least, you get me? And this is what I mean, that people come into our scene and they monetize from us. Bro, I can tell you story after story after story about what's happening inside our scene. Now, guys, guess what? In order for N-Dubz to put on a tour like this and for it to react like this, it's got to do with one thing: data. The reason why Live Nation, a multi-billion-dollar company, and Spotify is because of what? Data. Artists, where is your data? Where is your data? I own businesses. I have data. I have emails, numbers, and names. Artists will drop music, every single release, put it in the system, and hope that the algorithms make it do what it needs to do. Bro, where's your data? What's going on? Why do you think that N-Dubz was able to sell out their 30 dates tour? Because of data, guys, because of information. Why do you think that Live Nation is the biggest live company in the world? Because of data, guys. Why do you think that Spotify is paying artists $10 for 2,500 streams? Because of data, subscriptions. Why do you think that when artists get signed to certain labels, like certain labels own a percentage of Spotify? Do you think the $4,000 that you're gonna make from 1 million streams, that labels are making that same money? Do you think they're making the same money that you're making in terms of recoup? Now, I always speak about in the music side of things because I'm in the music world, but in business, guys, if you're a business, yeah, and you don't have data, how are you meant to develop your business? The reason, listen, last year Trapstar done a post, and most of the stuff I speak about is things that are out there, yeah. Last year Trapstar done a post, guys, yeah. They said they sold 1 million. They've done 1 million sales. Why do you think Trapstar was able to do 1 million sales? Because of names, emails, addresses, and numbers. Because of retargeting data. So if you have a business, you have a clothing brand, it amazes me that every artist that drops music, they don't have a clothing brand. They don't have the merch side of things. They don't have that side of things, because that is your breadwinner. That's what's going to bring in the capital. But I'm so baffled. Like, when every artist that I speak to, hardly any of them have data. Only a few of them. They have data, but they don't act on their data. Bro, I own a boxing platform. It's been quiet for a little while. But I have over 100,000 emails. I'll tell you that from now. Because of data. From data. What do you think tech startups do? Data is currency. And I want you to understand that. And I want you to understand the value. The reason why Krypton Conan got paid £250,000, and they said it in their lyrics, guys, before you go in on me, talk about a pocket watching, because they sold out Alexander Palace. So they are told Live Nation, oh yeah, boom, we might as well book them for wireless on this stage because they sold out Alexander Palace, and that's their pulling power. Are you with me, guys? Please understand that now. Now, you just gotta, like, here's my thing, yeah, is it's very important to know your value and know your worth, and you can do it by yourself. You can do it with Live Nation down the line, bro. But make sure you have the data. Do you think, yeah, and I always say this to you, I said this before on the last pod that I done, yeah? The reason why heavyweight, you have an AJ or you have a Tyson Fury, then you have an undercard and you never know who the undercard is because they're selling 5,000, 6,000 tickets, 10,000 tickets, their ticket selling. Get me? That's the power. So if you're someone that wants to get into music and whatnot, like if you can demonstrate, yeah, and you can sell out 500, 1,000 capacity, 1,500 capacity, and you can do that by yourself, Live Nation is gonna come knocking. Do you know why? You come with an infrastructure. You come with something. Now imagine you start scaling that. Bro, not many people can sell out Brixton Academy, you know, and Brixton Academy is 5,000 capacity. I promise you guys, not many people have sold out Brixton Academy. There's been artists at the peak of their career and they haven't been able to sell out Brixton Academy. It's not because they're not massive, it's just because that they ain't got the data. Bro, everyone has real lives, bro. Everyone gets on with their lives. Everyone needs to do what they need to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes, bro, if I see a Dave drop, yeah? I can't lie, if I see a Dave drop and he knows and he's dropping at a certain time, the next day I'm gonna watch it because Dave's my favorite artist. But what I will say to you, if there's certain artists that I think that's cold, it might not pop in my head. I might, bro, we all got bills to pay. We all got priorities. It's not that deep. But if I receive a WhatsApp or an email, and when I say WhatsApp, if I see a WhatsApp with a pop-up where this album's just dropped, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, I'm clicking it to listen to it right now. I'm clicking it to listen to it right now. Someone done a video, and he said that the most people that gets the most opportunities, they're always in the faces. They're always out there. They're always out there. So when you think of something, he said, if you think of someone like, in the UK, music exec or music manager or whatnot, they think of man or they think of YBZ or they think of whoever. Like, because man's out there, or Sench is doing what he's doing because he's everywhere. So behind Sench is my man. Do you get me? It's all about opportunities. Now I might be getting into, but what I'm trying to say to you and what I'm trying to break down, guys, yeah, is know your worth, yeah, and know your value. The scene that's coming up now, I'm giving you the power. I'm giving you the power. I'm not controlled by anyone. I don't get paid by no one, so I can speak the thing. I can do what I want, and no one can't tell me, bounce, allow it. No one can tell me, bounce, allow it. I realized there's too many people that's getting taken advantage from our scene. Now we're in the streaming world. The same shit's gonna happen with the streaming world. The same shit's gonna happen with the productions. The same shit's gonna happen all the time. So it's important to be educated. It's important to know things before you get into things, because I'll be honest with you. Everyone wants to write a contract and take people to court. Get me? But be mindful. Do you have money to take people to court? And make sure, if that's the case, you always keep a kitty. Keep a little 50K, 60K there ready to take people to court, because them things could happen. And if you don't have money to actually take people to court, do you know what happens? 9 times out of 10, yeah, can't really afford it, you know? Can't really afford it. Now I want to go into another thing about opportunities and about the younger generations and about seizing the opportunity and taking things very serious. Now with me, I like to mentor the younger generation. They're very, when it comes to what's happening in the world, they're very, very, very educated, and they're very skilled when it comes to editing, what's going on TikTok and whatnot. So I like to give them opportunities. You get me? One of my businesses is in tech, B2B. So I let one of the little younger brothers, I gave him a job. I said, look, all you have to do is edit 10 this company wants 10 clips made, yeah? Go to their business, film what you need to film. They want 10 clips a month. They want you to edit it, present it, deliver it. They're gonna pay you £1,500 every single month for 10 clips. All you have to do is that. I left them to it. Now, from beforehand, guy, lovely guy, yeah? I always have time for him. But one thing I realized, bro, we ain't got no hunger, man. We're too entitled. We have it too easy. We're too spoiled. There's no hardship, bro. Go around the world, bro. There's fucking hardship, bro. Go look in Dubai, bro. These workers, bro. They get paid probably like £1 a day. There's hardship, bro. Go to Dragon Mart in the day. It's like, go to Dragon Mart in Dubai. It's like a real life Alibaba, bro. There's thousands of people that go through there. They have to do cold outreach. They have to sell. And they might sell to like 2 people out of that 1,000 people, but they fed their soul for the week. Are you with me? Anyway, boom. The brothers obviously messed up. I've received disappointing information saying, look, this is the person you put onto me. This is what's happening. He's taking long to respond. He's taking this. And it's embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing for me because I think, Cole, you're a representation of me. You're making £1,500 a month. All I need to do is get you another 3, 4. You're good. 18, 19-year-old, you're good. And what happens? Don't want to work. They don't want to work no more. And this is what I mean about all you had to do is go, film the content, take 2, 3 days out of your month and edit it. Short form content, guys, 20, 30 seconds. It takes 2, 3 days. 20, 30 seconds, sit down, 20, 30 seconds and deliver it and get on with your month and crack on to something else and you blew it. And this is what I mean about opportunities. People were so lucky. When we was growing up, bro, we didn't have this, bro. We didn't have internet. We didn't have social media. Wake up, guys. We didn't have that. We sit down, we play PlayStation. There's so much opportunities out there. People want things done for them. And you guys are very, very skilled. You're very talented. But it's disappointing. It's like you give people opportunities. You just think, bruv, another one. When will it stop? Then it makes me think, oh yeah, do you know what? Nah, man, I'm just going to focus on me, man. I ain't got no opportunities for no one. But I can't do that because I just can't do that. But it's just so annoying. So whatever opportunities that you've got from people, this is a lesson. If you're watching this, you've got opportunity for someone and they're paying you. Make sure you deliver their work properly. Make sure you do things above board. Make sure you don't let that person down because it might make sense. You might not be able to feel like you can't be bothered today, but make sure you get up and do it. Bro, there's certain days I can't be bothered. I got my flipping head down. My face is all swollen. Bro, I'm not letting you guys down. I'm not letting you guys go down. We're in this together, bro. I got to post long-form content every single day. Every single day I'm posting long-form content. I'm not letting you guys down. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that, man. I refuse. If I'm traveling, I'm getting that video up for you guys, for you to listen, for you to get up and be like, you know what, bam. Today I'm starting the day and this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. Tap in, man. And please, guys, a lot of people are reaching out to me regarding music. I swear down, I can't even think straight. Like, I can't even go on my TikTok, my Insta. I'm going to tell you to follow the instructions below. Link in the bio, follow the instructions, follow my website, book a call, and then we'll go from there. But big respect to everyone, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. And I see you tomorrow, man. Peace.